Expect sparks and stay curious. Love wants some room to explore. On Sunday, November 30th, Venus enters Sagittarius, and it will be in Sag through December 24th, so until Christmas Eve, about 3.5 weeks. Let me read the description from astrology.com so you can get an idea about how this is going to affect your partnerships. It says, relationships will become adventurous in the coming weeks as we wrap up 2025. It's a great time to seek our better halves, even if it means taking the less traveled road. Focus on nurturing spiritual connections while balancing independence and commitment. This feels like a bit of a push-pull energy for me, so I'm very interested to see what the cards are going to give us for this aspect. Let's roll the dice. A 5 and a 2. There you go. So that is a 7 energy, a 7 shuffle, but I feel like it's decisions for change. There almost feels to be like a spontaneity. They have adventurous energy written, but it feels like, spontaneity, like making a choice to change the way that you've been doing something in a relationship, kind of maybe even out of the blue. It's like being open to exploring where your heart wants to lead you, even if it's a bit different, where the passion is guiding you to go. So it's a 7 shuffle. Let me get these shuffled up and we'll see what kind of guidance comes through the cards for this one. All right, yes, definitely a sparky energy going on here, something that pops up and spontaneous energy popping up. So that's what they're giving. Let's see what the cards say. Overrate your intuition. This is card number 2 in this deck. Take a look. This is definitely nice. We get a line into our intuitive selves, your third eye, as you can see. Overrate your intuition. It's going to know exactly what to do, what to trust, maybe even who to trust. Ooh, I'm knocking over the card as I'm saying that. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, the energy does feel like sparky, or I don't know how to explain it. Spontaneous. Overrating your intuition is about going with your intuition every time, even if it seems a bit odd or off kilter or not the same thing you've always done. Sometimes our minds really have a hard time when our intuition has a knowing, especially with this energy that I'm feeling connected to this pull. It feels like, serendipity and spontaneity and the universe kind of guiding you. And what they're telling you to do is like, pay attention to those nudges, pay attention to those sparks, pay attention to those arrows. If you're overrating your intuition, it doesn't mean you're not going to have your mind popping up to give you advice, to give you its thoughts about it. But it may just be a bit unconventional, like what you're guided to do or who you're guided to partner with, or, what you're being drawn to is what it feels like. You might be like, why do I even like this? What is going on here? Why does this feel like a calling to me? Why do I feel like I'm being drawn to this? And your mind may be like, don't do it, and it's not that you shouldn't listen to your mind, but for them to tell us to overrate our intuition, the spontaneity and that line, that arrow, that Sagittarian arrow connected to your heart center is going to tell you to go in that direction and to explore it. The opening line, expect sparks and then stay curious. That's what that is. I wonder where this is leading. I wonder where this is going to take me. If I follow this nudge, if I follow this intuitive hit, if I follow this sparky little arrow, where is that going to lead? That's the vibe of this energy. So follow your heart, follow the internal compass that is going, hey, let's go in this direction, even if it feels a little bit strange or out of the ordinary or not your normal vibe. Let's see what we have for the tarot. Okay, the Justice card. Interesting. The Justice card is a card of truth. It's a card of fairness. It's a card of weighing your options as well. So, interesting combination they're giving us today. Overrate your intuition with the Justice card. This is making me feel like we are going to be weighing our options for sure. With the Justice scales, it's like, there are consequences to your actions, right? Everything has an equal and opposite result or outcome. So whatever it is that you're choosing, your mind may be going, hey, there's going to be some sort of consequence for this, right? Cause and effect, right? And there may be parts of your intuition that just have a knowing that will right the scales in, like I said, a different way than your mind knows how to right these scales. The Justice card is about following your truth. Sometimes I like to read it like, you are now back on your truthful path. So if we're overrating our intuition, we have to assume that it's going to take us to the place of truth and that things are going to work out and balance out for us naturally when we follow our intuition and when we overrate our intuition. Even if, that's what I mean, the Justice energy doesn't feel like spontaneity so much. It feels more like grounded, balance, and fairness, etc. So it may feel a bit out of sorts, but I feel like they're telling us it's all going to work out in the end. It's like they want to show you something new, or they want you to lean into that nudge to see how joyful it can be, or to see where it leads you to a place that for a truth that you're going to discover that you would have never discovered otherwise unless you did just go for it. If somebody invites you to something, or if you feel like this urge to go and do something, of course, within reason, right? We're trusting our intuition here. And you're meant to do it. You're meant to say hi to that person or make that phone call or go to that party or whatever it is. I would say this energy wants you to check it out and see what comes of it. It says, focus on nurturing your spiritual connection while balancing independence and commitment. So yeah, there's this freedom in the spontaneity that is coming even within your partnerships and your commitments. What feels true to you, what feels balanced to you, and then what is your intuition piping up to say? Remember, your intuition is generally quiet, it whispers, and the ego is very loud. So we may have to do some kind of calming of the mind in order to really hear what our intuition is saying. And they're telling us, bet on your intuition here. Bet on your intuition. Especially as it concerns love, right? And what move to make or what direction to go in. Oh my goodness. This is a tiny charm, so I'm going to do my best here to hold it up. Hopefully you can see that. It is a heart with 3 hearts in it. Wow. Just going to look at this again. Yeah. It's a multiplication of love. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get that to, it's so small. There we go. Something so small is going to multiply, your heart center. Open up your heart, open it wide open. Something that may seem like just a small little change in direction or reroute or something that's coming from within, so small that you could miss it, you could ignore it. They're saying don't ignore it, overrate it. It's going to bring this multiplication of love into your life, or the curiosity is going to pay off. Ooh, enchanting, exciting. All right, if you would like more information that is connected to or related to this energy, you can check out my Sag season, pick a card, choose from 3 cards, and watch your guidance for a Sagittarius season that we are currently in. And also, if you want to know about your December, I have a December monthly personal reading where I get to look at your individual energy and pull cards for you and provide you with guidance for the month ahead. So you can check that out. I'll leave the links in the description for you there. You can visit the Intuitive Astrology playlist, as always, to keep up with the collective guidance for the astrological aspects. Please click that subscribe button if you haven't yet. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.